Now for these questions, we need to divide by a 2-digit number. So first, we have 120 divided by 15. Now what we can do is count up in steps of 15 until we get to 120. So 15 is of course 1 times 15, but if we add another 15, we know that 30 must be 2 times 15, 45 is 3 times, 60 is 4 times, 75 is 5 times, 90 is 6 times, 105 is 7 times, and 120 is 8 times 15, which means that 120 divided by 15 must be 8. Now we have 39 divided by 13, so we can count up in steps of 13 until we get to 39. 13 is 1 times. If we add another 13, we get 26 for 2 times, and adding another 13 gives us 39 for 3 times. So, because we know that 3 times 13 is 39, we know that 39 divided by 13 must be 3. Now, 188 divided by 47. 47 is 1 times. If we add another 47, we get 94 for 2 times. Adding another 47, 141 is 3 times, and if we add another 47, we get 188 for 4 times. So, because 188 is 4 times 47, we know that 188 divided by 47 must be 4. Now we have 258 divided by 43, so we need to count up in steps of 43. 43 is 1 times. Adding another 43 gives us 86 for 2 times. Another 43 gives us 129 for 3 times. Another 43 gives us 172 for 4 times. 215 for 5 times. And if we add another 43, we get 258 for 6 times. So, because we know that 6 times 43 is 258, we know that 258 divided by 43 must be 6. Now we could have solved this more quickly. Once we got to 3 times at 129, we could have doubled that to get 6 times. So if we add 3 times and 3 times, so add 129 plus 129, that will give us the answer to 6 times. 9 plus 9 is 18, 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So we could have got our answer more quickly if, when we'd got to 3 times, we'd doubled to find 6 times. Or we could have worked out that 10 times 43 is 430, because when you multiply a number by 10, if it's a whole number, you can just put a 0 on the end. Then we could have worked out 5 times by finding half of 10 times, so dividing 430 by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, 3 divided by 2 is 1 remainder 1, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So then we wouldn't have needed to work out 1, 2, 3 or 4 times, but could have counted on 43 from 5 times. Now we have 153 divided by 17, so we can count up in steps of 17 until we get to 153. 17 is 1 times. If we add another 17, we get 34 for 2 times, 51 for 3 times, 68 for 4 times, adding another 17 gives us 85 for 5 times. So now, because we're running out of space, if we take that 85, which was 5 times, and add another 17, we get 102 for 6 times, 119 for 7 times, 136 for 8 times, and finally we get 153 for 9 times. So, because we know that 9 times 17 is 153, we know that 153 divided by 17 must be 9. Now we could have worked our answer out more quickly if we'd have first worked out that 10 times 17 must be 170. Then we could have worked out 5 times 17 by finding half of 170, because 5 is half of 10. So if we divide 170 by 2, taking the first 2 digits together, 17 divided by 2 is 8 remainder 1, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we didn't need to work out 2, 3, or 4 times 17. But there was an even quicker method than this. If we know that 10 times 17 is 170, we can see that the number we're dividing is close to 170. Now 1 times 17 is of course 17, but if we subtract 17 from 170, that will give us the answer to 9 times 17, because if we subtract one lot of 17 from 10 17s, we get 9 17s. We can't do 0 minus 7, go to the left, 1 less 1 in front, 10 minus 7 is 3, 6 minus 1 is 5, and 1 minus nothing is 1. So we can work out straight away that 9 times 17 is 153, just by realising that 153 is 17 less than 170, so 17 less than 10 times 17. So we didn't need to do any counting in 17s at all to answer this question.